What's up, fam? Welcome back to RaceCarRichie and the story of his 2G Eclipse DSM. So, just wanted to let you know, I hope you enjoy part 2 of this adventure. Subscribe, like, comment, go do my Patreon thing below, all that good stuff. Enjoy the video. I feel so high. Not too much. Okay, hold on. I'm getting there. All right. Yeah, got my race jacket on. This is an SFI 3-2A/5. It's a triple layer jacket. It's keeping my butt warm right now because it's like 20 degrees outside. And it's a little cold in my apartment. So I'm waiting for it to get a little toasty in here to turn the heat up. So, all right. So this is part 2 of my DSM story. And first thing I want to address is a really nice comment that this guy Jeremiah left on one of my Facebook posts. Really nice. So if you guys, it's going to be the first clip, so go ahead and just pause it and read through it. I need more people like this, you know, more inspiration, more positivity, things like that. It's really good to hear, not just on my part, but I also leave really inspirational comments on people's videos as well. Hey, good job, coming out great, you know, things like that, as well as if you guys have any ideas for future videos. But so I'm gonna leave you to it. Enjoy part 2 of this video. All right, so basically this video is going to start off with this right here, which is me welding in an O2 sensor bung for my wideband, which was it's one of those AEM ones, so it's nothing too crazy. And then this is just a short clip of me doing a little bit of welding. All right, so after I did some welding, you can see my amazing welds. This was like, again, 5 years ago, so I've come a long way. I wrapped it to hide it. Common sense. I was gonna refreshen up the motor. I also had a speed density kit and ARP studs as well to kind of get the motor nice and tidied up and things like that. You could see I had the speed density kit going in and I put the filter on. Now this right here, I'm gonna just pause, or I'm gonna lengthen this clip right here. So the bung for the elbow, what I did was I did that solder aluminum. So basically, yes, you can solder aluminum. I bought the aluminum rod and I went ahead and used MAP gas to get it really hot, and then I just used a solder and it worked really well. Later on, I actually ended up having to cut it off because it was on there pretty good. I was actually really impressed. All right, so let's continue here. All right, so next was a bigger throttle body. I forgot how it works with the throttle bodies. It's been so long. I had a Venom intake manifold, which I still have to this day on my car, which is gold now. This is me doing a tear down, and then this right here, I'm gonna kind of put my commentary in, and I'm just gonna mute this clip. But I was having an oiling issue, and it turned out to be the PCV valve, which you'll see later on. But I was getting doo-doo coming out the freaking exhaust, and the intake was full of oil, things like that. So right here is what started the whole motor breakdown. I did put it back together, but this started the whole motor breakdown. This is the oil. It also had some antifreeze in it, so I knew it needed a head gasket and stuff like that. This was all pictures I was posting on dsmtuners to get some insight on maybe somebody had an idea of what was wrong with it. You can't really see it in the pictures, but this is what I was doing. I got the head gasket back in. I got everything situated. I found the problem to the oil, just to give everybody a heads up. I further inspected the head and everything, and I actually have a friend that's a machinist. He came by and checked it all out for me, and he said everything looks fine. He brought some gauges and checked out the head was within spec for being flat and everything. So there was no warping. Whoever owned the car before me did not beat on it. Everything, he said he was actually really impressed to see how clean it was. My issue was the PCV valve was stuck. It was all gunked to. I took it off and I could blow through it for days. So I was getting excess pressure in the crank case. So that was causing a kind of blow by basically into my intake manifold, causing it to go into the exhaust manifold, and therefore giving me my issue. That's cold. That is a cold start, my friends. It doesn't get no colder than that. I have not messed with the air fuel ratio, so I'm running super rich right now. Go ahead and we'll open up the log just so I can kind of show you everything's working. It is cold, so that's probably why it's running really lean right now. I didn't even think of that, but you can see. Where is my GMS airflow sensor? My intake air temperature sensor. My MDP. Guys, I'll just do anti-lag really quick. I know it's cold, so please don't hate on me for it. I love it. And guess what? No more bog now because of that stupid mass airflow. All right, so after all that nonsense with the oil and whatnot, I was building a catch can or a catch tank. I welded it completely together. I painted it. Inside, I put that steel wool. You put a really thick grained steel wool, I guess you can say, and the pipes will go down into the steel wool. So when the vapors come up through the steel wool, it captures it, condenses it back down into oil, and you just get the smoke coming out. So that was like a little trick. So this is it all kind of done up and everything like that, all painted with the 2 filters. I ran hoses to later on find that you should really use something a lot larger. So I went ahead and drilled in and got some AN lines mounted in there. It looked really nice. This car was never on the street afterwards because I just started tearing down the motor again, and that's kind of when everything just started getting really fun. So these were just JB welded in, which it worked fine for the time being. But again, the car was never tuned after I did all this work. Let's see. And then I built a bracket for the catch can. And I think the next couple of pictures is it actually mounted up. Let me just slide this over here. Yeah, so there you go. So there it's all mounted up and everything in that nice little cubby. Nice little toasty cubby it's got. This was it after basically being back together with speed density. The other video you just saw was it running on speed density. This is a good old Instagram filter. Now I started buying some performance parts. This is basically where it starts on me building this car. So a shift kit for the transmission, the electronic boost controller, stickers, Go Fast stickers, everybody needs them. This is a 2G head, not a 1G, so it's a 2G head. This was, I got from DSM Performance Part Out, great guy to work with. I started then polishing the bores. I don't know. I can't think of what they're called right now. But yeah, so I started polishing them. This is just the one that I did, and then the next picture, or the picture after, is all 4. I also did a mild port to it, cleaned it up a little bit, and that's it fully polished. The domes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave you guys to it. This was just a quick part 2. It goes... It was a little bit long. Well, no, it was pretty short. It was like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. I don't know. Who's counting? So yeah, so the next part is basically getting more into me buying performance parts and getting the head that I want, the valve assemblies, the lower end, the bigger turbo, you know, kind of changing back and forth between things like that. So I really hope you enjoyed this part 2. Stick around for part 3. might be a part 4. Haven't decided yet. Yeah, so thanks. I'm RaceCarRichie, and until part 3, I will see you in maybe like a day or two. Who's counting? I got some mild Tostito sauce to open up and have my organic chips with, because, you know. Bye.